Hi, everybody. I'm Zach. I am the vocalist for a band called Northwood and just a music lover in general. And today I'm going to be reacting to the new single from Whitechapel, Hymns in Dissonance. I'm going to try to provide value to you guys by talking about what makes the song good and what stands out to me, and just try to have a little bit of fun. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I'm also a photographer and videographer, and this is like the most evil ass looking scene that I may have ever seen in my life. The downlighting and uplighting that's like casting the crevices of his face into shadow, and this like rusty, like blood red, like color curve that they have going on, and how he's talking backwards on the track. Like, this is the most evil thing that I've seen in a music video in a hot minute. And I already know that this is about to pop off. So, let's go. I can smell it already. Those aggressive, like, cutting highs, just like, I can't even do it as good as him. Crazy. And any song where Philly B comes in and starting right off the bat with the just eyes rolling in the back of the head, the whole nine. This is Exile 2.0. Like, we already knew from that interview that he did with Nick that it was gonna be like thematically like a continuation of the story from This Is Exile, like picking up right where it left off. But I wasn't sure if musically it was gonna be too. And yeah, it's like a darker and more mature version of what they were already doing on This Is Exile so far. Man, do you see how excited I am? Ugh. That transition back into the blast, that that's such a good transition. That just abrupt, like choppy, like muted in between, like kind of thing, and then straight back into the. Oh, we got to hear that again. Let's listen to that again. I'm gonna turn myself up a little, not myself, but the video. All right. the yell screaming, that it's it has such a nice effect on like the feel of a song when it's used appropriately. I have it in a couple songs on the new album that we have coming out, and it's just like making it sound like you're in like profound distress is so effective to put on a song like this. Like the frantic pace of like the blasting part, and then combined with the ah! Like that's really like what it feels like. It feels like somebody woke up in a basement, tied to a chair, and they don't know where they are, and they're trying to scream for help. Help me! Like, ah! You know, you get what I'm saying. It's good. It's just good. Oh, bro. The call out, the tagline into the breakdown? Come on. Where are the dancers? Sick. So sick. Come on, you gotta hear that. The like menacing like tempo, it's like marching towards you, like that feeling in that tempo change, and the way the drums are behind it is just like making this like this feeling of like unstoppable march, like just coming to walk you down. So good. Such a good like sort of different speed to translate into, or transition into rather. Come on, Ben. About to happen. Let me back it up a little bit. I just wanted to comment on I really like the location where they filmed this cave. For those of you that don't know, Whitechapel's from Tennessee, and there are all kinds of like insane cave systems like all throughout the Appalachian Mountains. So in East Tennessee, you can get to some of those. There's like gigantic like cavern systems that you can go and visit that are everywhere from on one side of the spectrum where they're totally safe and managed by like the National Park Service, I think, or the state, and there's like lights going all through them and you can go on these tours, to like unexplored ones where you could actually imagine a group of like dudes wearing animal skulls doing some shit like this, some like terrifying like blood ritual in the type of area of Appalachia where you don't go, and if something calls your name, you pretend you didn't hear it. If you hear something in deep Appalachian mountain woods, no, you didn't. Ew.
We've come to devour the eyes of
Oh, come on! Oh my god. So I saw a post on Instagram of their buddy who was in that costume, and they actually set him on fire. And as crazy as that sounds, if Phil Bozeman called me and was like, "Hey man, I need you to get set on fire for a music video," I'm not saying no. I'm going to be like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it. I wouldn't hesitate for a second. Set me on fire, bro. It's going to be the best music video of all time. This is a pretty good video. Especially for, like, what the budget probably was. Because it's just a bunch of dudes in a cave. Just insane. Insane. Let's go. 5 seconds back. Pyrotechnics team. They had 5 dudes on that. Practical special effects too. Respect, man. You think one of those guys under the pyrotechnics team was the guy who got set on fire? It probably was. I mean, he's part of the team. He's the one they're doing the work on. I'll be damned. That was a crazy video. Let's see if there's anything hidden in the last few seconds. Oh! Hang on. Look, right here. Man on fire, Preston Scott Baker. So he was in the pyrotechnics team. He's his own. He's the star. Man on fire. And the cultists. Their costumes were sick, too. They did a great job. So gnarly. Whitechapel. You know what I've noticed about a lot of the best bands in any genre, really? The best bands that end up having longevity is by the time they have gone through a bunch of album cycles and they have like, you know, 4, 5, 6 plus albums out, um, something I've noticed a lot of the really good bands do is they get to a point where they go back to their roots and do something that's either a direct like sequel or directly linked to one of their some of their early work that a lot of people consider to be their best stuff. You know, people always say like, "Oh, their old stuff was better," or whatever. Or they just go back into that sound and take and revisit that sound, but with their more polished and mature like grasp on the identity of what their band is. You know, like bands. Some bands, like all their albums sound the same, but for a lot of really good bands, there's like a sort of a sphere of where when they start out and they're a new band, they start out like in the middle of the circle, right? And then they'll go out to like these different areas of the bounds of what their sound is to explore and develop more of an identity for themselves. And then eventually they've sort of figured some things out and what this is and what this is and what this is, going all around the spectrum of what their sound and their identity is. And then they end up coming right back here to the middle. And you know, one band that I really hope is going to do that is the Contortionist. But I don't know. We will see. So, anyway, that's all there is for me today. Whitechapel coming in with absolutely no hesitation, no reservation about letting us know how they're coming with this new album. They are not fucking around, people. And I could not be more excited. So, let me know what you guys thought of this and what you're expecting to see from the rest of the album down in the comments. This is a brand new channel, and I'm going to try my best to not be one of those lame-ass boring reactors and actually provide insight and value to the video. And maybe I thought of something that you guys didn't think of. Maybe you thought of something that I didn't think of. If that happened too, let me know. And I will continue putting out these videos. It's going to be half brand new songs like this that I will react listening to it for the first time. And the other half is going to be songs that I know very well, songs that are like some of my favorites that I think are incredible. And I'm just going to be trying to explain like why the song is so good, like how and why the song is so good. And just going through it and basically just glazing some of these bands that I'm a huge fan of. I think my first one is going to be on a song by Era. There's a couple that I can make a video on like that, and I'll have to decide which one's going to come first. So, again, thank you very much for watching my channel, and I really hope that I will see more of you guys, and I would love for you to see more of me. So, until next time.